Okay, moving right along, we will begin under resolutions and proclamations. The very first item is a resolution honoring Dr. James Waterman, Director of Mental Health Services Department, upon his retirement with 18 years of dedicated service to the County of Kern. And our very own Mr. Maggard, Vice Chair, will be presenting this resolution.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to make the motion to adopt the resolution and make the presentation.
Second.
Cast your votes. All ayes.
Good morning, everyone. Somebody made a pretzel out of our microphone. Sorry. An accountant's curse. Things must be straight. Good morning. It is my honor today to come forward and recognize Dr. James Waterman, who I'm going to call Jim from here on out because he is a very casual, informal, lovely man. And he is joined at the dais here with his wife, Kathy. You married well, friend. Good for you. Yeah, you did a good job there, buddy. Probably produced handsome children, so good for you. We are, and I know you've been married a long time, and you're a happy man, and your life is in order, is evidenced by the wonderful career that you've had. I want to tell you just a little bit about Jim. He is a fellow who manages the most peculiar circumstances for us. There was a time a man was in a tree across the street from one of my constituents, and my constituent was scared to death. This man in the tree was out to get him, and he was out to get him. And Jim intervened and took care of that situation. There have been numerous situations like that that are just the most out-of-the-ordinary things that you could imagine, that he just casually, calmly, routinely takes care of. And the thing that I most admire about him is the passion that he has, the sensitivity he has to people who are at the very, very bottom of the biggest struggles of their lives and their families. And he has consistently, every single day of his career, and I'm sure that will go on even beyond this, had a passion for helping them and being sensitive to them and caring for them. And it isn't just we're delivering government services to people. He really cares about them, and I admire that. He's also a very practical fellow. He was raised on a farm. I have a story about you. Do you know about this story? No. Yeah. He was raised on a farm, and he has practical skills. He has extraordinary skills, but one of his skills is he's able to improvise. And he came out from work, I'm told, from one of his friends at work. Came out from work one evening after the day was over, and his car wouldn't start. So he couldn't figure out why it wouldn't start. He still has no idea what I'm going to say. The car wouldn't start, so he pops the hood, discovers that apparently he had not, his battery cables weren't quite right. So he remembers an old farm trick, and he goes back into the building. He doesn't call Auto Club. He doesn't call one of his friends. He doesn't call his wife, Kathy, to come pick him up. He goes back into the building, and he goes to the soda machine and buys a can of Mountain Dew? I don't know. Of course, he's going to fashion something out of this, being Mr. MacGyver that he is. And he takes the can, but he doesn't want to waste what's in the can, so he downs the Mountain Dew, goes back to his car, fashions a battery cable out of the aluminum can as he tears it apart and squishes it and bends it and makes it all work, starts his car, and goes home. He probably drove that way for a month because he's also a bit of a tightwad, right? Yeah. But I don't know that. That part's just rumor. The last part, I don't know about the rest of it. But you are a great guy. You are loved by those who work with you, and you have served our community very, very admirably. And I want to read all. We have a bit here to read. So this is an honoring and commending Dr. James Waterman upon his retirement with 18 years of dedicated service to Kern County. And it says, whereas Dr. James Waterman was an active duty psychologist in the United States Navy, serving in the Medical Service Corps at Naval Hospital, Norfolk, Virginia, and Charleston, South Carolina, during Operation Desert Shield and Operation Desert Storm. And Dr. Waterman joined the Kern County Mental Health Department in 1996 to plan and open the Crisis Stabilization Unit at the Mary Kay Shell Mental Health Center, the first facility in Kern County designed to address mental illness crises on a 24-hour, 7-day-week basis, which was expanded in 2009 to provide both crisis and emergency mental health services. And as the Adult System of Care Administrator, he oversaw the expansion of adult services across the county in 1997 to ensure that regardless of where they lived, adults would receive comparable mental health services, enabling thousands of Kern County citizens to access mental health services within minutes of their homes. And after becoming director in 2009, Dr. Waterman enhanced mental health services to persons in the criminal justice system that helped to reduce arrests, hospitalizations, court services, and days spent homeless through innovations such as a program to serve mentally ill persons who are exiting the jail, Kern County's first mental health court, which provides necessary care for mentally ill offenders while they complete probation, and evidence-based mental health and substance abuse treatment for criminal offenders who are in jail. And as director, Dr. Waterman instituted an outreach effort to bring services to individuals who need but do not seek treatment. And Dr. Waterman has helped to advise the California Mental Health Directors Association on policy matters such as Laura's Law, jail mental health services, incompetence to stand trial, and public safety programs. And he has helped the county to implement mental health provisions of the extremely complex Affordable Care Act. And in his years of budget constraints, Dr. Waterman was both a practical manager, that's where that tightwad thing comes in, a practical manager and compassionate mental health advocate who achieved budget and staff reductions while maintaining essential services to the community. And throughout his tenure as director, he fostered a positive work environment while including consumers and other stakeholders in planning and evaluating mental health and substance use disorder services, and his leadership will be greatly missed. Now, therefore, it is resolved that the Board of Supervisors, the County of Kern, the State of California, does hereby honor and commend Dr. James Waterman, our friend Jim, upon his retirement with 18 years of outstanding service to the people of Kern County, and the Board extends its deep appreciation and warmest wishes to Dr. Waterman and his family. Adopted this the 14th day of January 2014 and evidenced by the signature of all the members of the Board of Supervisors. Jim, thank you for all you've done, for the life you've given to the people of our community. Congratulations, and we wish you a blessed and long retirement. Would you like to say anything?
First of all, I want you to know that I agree with many of our employees, most of our employees, that it's a privilege to work for Kern County. It's more than a job. It's a calling. It's a chance to actually give your professional life and your personal life to something that makes a difference in the community, and that's truly is a privilege. I want to it's interesting that people that come from outside frequently comment to me how our staff hustle, and they have a vision, and they work so hard to assist people with mental illness and substance abuse disorders. They work hard. It's not. This is just not honoring me for something. It's really our staff who've created a climate of caring and competence and hard work. It's not just our clinical staff, too. I just want to mention the fact that our IT, our finance, our administrative staff all also share in that vision of assisting those with mental illness and substance use disorders and do work hard. We have a great management team, very experienced. It's been a pleasure to lead it, and I know that the mental health department is in good hands. I appreciate the board's support, your support. I've had nothing but positive support and guidance, and I do appreciate that. It's been great. I really appreciate the climate in our department. When you're so involved in something, you don't necessarily step back and see it, but I get such frequent, we really, in our department, cheer each other on. And that's not just me, that's our staff that create a positive working environment and really draw the best out of each other. Most of all, I appreciate the support of my lovely wife, Kathy, who's up here with me, and she's done a lot of cheering me on and supporting me, and that's very special. My son Scott, one of my 3 kids, is in the audience and does live locally and works locally and has his family here, and really great to have them in the community. And So most of all, I guess I just want to say thank you. It's been a great ride. It's been a wonderful way to invest my my working life, and I thank you.
Thank you. Bless you.
This board wishes you the very best, Dr. Waterman. I know you'll have a great time. She looks like fun, so I think she's going to make up for all the hard work you've been doing all these years. Thank you.